Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, Ray's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Charles first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to roam now. The 20. Touchdown. 8 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now White on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's White. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He Williams with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Herbert. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He finds Hopkins complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. He finds some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harvin. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He completes it right side to White. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Herbert on 1st down now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
More now to return. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Cook following the penalty. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Moore, 30 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. That's all you got. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty... rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Left side, Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going up top for Cup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And running with power here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 84 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Ditka, 82 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. A try here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a give right side. It's Parsons. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
93 yards on the ground for him so far. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Parsons. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. He'll buy some time right. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dickerson on the handoff. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run the counter. Dickerson. To throw on 1st down is Namath. To Jefferson on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. To throw, Namath. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll start from their own 5, so you have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Namath. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Namath to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Namath to throw. Out to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Parsons. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run the counter. It's Parsons. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice little juke. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Namath. sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Namath. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Namath being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything.
Wow. We're not playing the game. You gotta be doing it, Danny. You gotta play. What is the word I can see? Shit. Going for it this time.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
What you think is mine too? It's just not you, my game too. I'm undefeated.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might
Gotta
be
earn
something
it.
we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. He's going to go out of bounds.
How many
but he
Super
takes
Bowls you
this one
won?
down just shy of the 20. A big
Me?
connection on that one.
I've been playing
36
last 4 years. I ain't win none of these. I'm going for my first one.
On first down, Manning.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, I'm undefeated. This is my last game too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Mike Ditka, 64 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Good game. We're going to score in 3. We're going to lose in. Yeah, no kind of defense. I'm in the playoffs. No kind of defense. go. Regular season, man. Wins, 15,000. Oh, that was the playoffs. That's a triple. Oh no. Oh, I got that playoff. That's what it was. Week. Next game. Oh, I gotta play now. All them balls. Here we go. Championship.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook.
Oh.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Cook running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
third and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Olstad taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10.
They run the counter with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered
Come on. Oh, like too damn far.
By the offense as they head out on the field.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Cook follows.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return this time will go after the 42-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They run the counter. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. In the hands of Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Man. All right, what's this? Man, making me go for that. That's a 2-game play.
Now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be from 49 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Steps away.
A full left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before break. Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half? And he's taken down here by the Saints. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Wilson. The side is complete on the diving effort. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Melvin Ingram, his second sack of the night. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is taken at the 23.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now here live in New Orleans. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now flags will come in. This is against the Saints up front. Was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater.
Oh, you got it.
The throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Ditka, 43 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rolling to his right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. second down. It's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Now Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 81 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snatched by the safety and Reed. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play,
you got a good team, you know.
Shutout.
I know he could have came back and had more time.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
So good. Super Bowl did we come? Ah man, I wish I had a little more shot. A little more corner. Wait, oh man, our division? God darn it, just the conference. Shucks. Oh man, this is where the competition coming in. Let's go. I'm gonna play one more game, man. I thought that was it. Still gotta play 3 games.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Bulldozes past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On 1st down, Parsons. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Play action. Now Wilson.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on first down. It's Parsons. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bridgewater. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, my.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, nice. Bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater.
Well, this pass broken. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A chance for Waddle on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Parsons. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. He's going to take a shot from the end zone. And it will be intercepted.
Jerry Chin picks it off. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start...
Intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater to throw it.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
Oh, God damn it.
Tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parsons, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 16. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On 3rd down, Parsons. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Russell Wilson. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike Ditka.
87 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Parsons. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parsons, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Parsons. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh, why are you jumping over the middle?
That's Parsons. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Anderson on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell.
And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike Ditka,
95 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2.
Cook. They'll try and run it.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, my God. Everything. That's going to take the third quarter. Come on, yeah, that's for the third quarter. Oh, man. Oh, well, I made the championship game. Shucks. I think I'm going to give me some calls back. Dang it.